The Denver Broncos and Russell Wilson have reached agreement on a 5-year, $245 million extension that includes $165 million guaranteed, sources tell ESPN. This is from Adam Schefter. The deal now ties Russell Wilson to Denver for 7 total years and $296 million. This is literally hot off the presses from Adam Schefter. Broncos, Russell Wilson, 5-year, $245 million extension, includes $165 million guaranteed, ties him to the Broncos for 7 years, $296 million. Someone tell me in my ear how old Russell is. He's 32-ish, 33. So one would assume that ties him to Denver now for the rest of his career, is the reason I'm asking the question. He's 33, so there you have it. He'll be 34 during this season. Let me start with Mike Tannenbaum, my general manager. We've been talking a lot about the money and the guarantees that quarterbacks are getting, particularly with Lamar Jackson not getting what he seems to want in Baltimore. What is your reaction to this contract in Denver for Russell and how it plays into the narrative of quarterback deals right now?
Yeah, it sounds like a win-win in terms of the average per year is where Russell Wilson deserves to be. Obviously, we want to see what the details are in terms of how much is guaranteed for in what years. Now, just listening to what you just said, Green, it doesn't sound like it's fully guaranteed. So I would say from a Denver standpoint, we're again moving away from the Browns, who again gave Deshaun Watson $230 million fully guaranteed. And now if I'm Lamar Jackson, I may have to look at that and say, hey, if Russell Wilson took a partially guaranteed deal, maybe I do too.
All right, let me see. I'm looking to see if there's any further information on Shefty's Twitter feed. No, you know literally everything I know as of right now. I do not see the word guaranteed.
Mike, it's $165 million guaranteed. So we're talking about the guaranteed money because that is important, as Mike alluded to. So $165 million guaranteed per Schefter, right? So we're talking about $49 million per year here for Russell Wilson. He had 2 years left on his current deal. So this signs him up to be a Denver Bronco for the next 7 years. So, going back to this conversation of Deshaun Watson, the Cleveland Browns resetting the market, making it difficult for owners around the league. I can tell you I've had conversations with owners that have been frustrated with it. It looks like the Denver Broncos were able to sort out a way to get this done without having to equalize or at least come up to the way the Cleveland Browns had to do with Deshaun Watson, Mike.
That's right. The numbers are 200. Again, the Deshaun Watson number, which is a significant outlier. And I'm always hesitant to get this deeply into the business element of this because I don't know how much the fans care about it. But I will tell you the reason to care is because when it comes to your team trying to build a team, where these quarterback salaries go is significant in a sport with a hard cap. So the outlier number is the $230 million guaranteed that Deshaun Watson got in Cleveland. That is the number we assume from the outside that Lamar Jackson is looking for in Baltimore. And then the Joe Burrows and the Justin Herberts and all those who come behind him are going to be looking at those numbers as well. For the moment, Russell Wilson is where he is. Again, it's $165 million is the guarantee, and he's tied there for 7 more years. Marcus, let's get to the stuff that fans do care about. How close is Russell Wilson to winning a Super Bowl in Denver right this minute?
I think he got closer today, G. I think the Denver Broncos got closer today. I know we put a timestamp on this and was like, they need to do it now and they need to win now. But this, to me, solidifies that the Denver Broncos are back in Peyton Manning mode when they signed him. Now I want everybody to pay attention to off seasons. I want everybody to pay attention to who they acquire going forward, either this season, the off season, or even next season. Because once you do this and you know that you have your quarterback in tow with an organization we've been talking about being quarterback hamstrung the last 7 years since Peyton left, now we get to the part of signing your guy, guaranteeing him money, and now we can get on with more official business as far as putting the Denver Broncos in the same situation as we talk about the Buffalo Bills and what the Los Angeles Chargers were able to do in the Kansas City Chiefs. Once you lock this player down and you know you have a Super Bowl caliber quarterback, then business needs to be tended to in other places, and now they can do that without question.
All right, so there you have it. That is the breaking news directly hot off the presses has now become directly from Shefty's Twitter feed. Russell Wilson has an extension in Denver, $165 million guaranteed. He'll be there until he's 40 years old. We'll take a short break on that. We have a lot more on it in our next